Hi, and welcome to our second episode of the POS Potential Innovation Review. Today, we are going to review Old El Paso's latest innovation, a wrap in a cone shape. And if you're familiar with the company, you remember that a couple of years ago, they introduced this version, which is a wrap in a bowl shape. And actually, both products had a very similar business mission, which is to increase the consumption of wraps in the market. And in this case, we have a product that comes with a very clear value proposition for our consumers. And in this case, a product that's going to be easier to use and basically that is not going to drip anymore. So we're not going to have to be experts at folding a wrap to enjoy the meal anymore. And specifically, we think that the company is targeting two moments of consumption: on-the-go consumption and consumption by kids. Once again, we have a product that is focusing a lot on its packaging. So we believe, as was the case with the Ferrero innovation that we saw last week, that the packaging is a key success factor for this product. And it all comes down to one specific aspect. The product stands alone on the shelf. And for those of you who are new to this category, this is a bit of a small revolution. The classic product is this one. So we have a flat wrap that comes in a flow pack. The issue with this product is sometimes they're a bit hard to present on the shelf. They sometimes lie on top of each other, so we cannot see very clearly which one it is. They always usually need the help of a box to stand, so it's a bit harder to make them look nice on the shelf. With this one, we see that the bottom is flat here of the box, and the problem is basically solved. They're always going to look very nice, and we're going to be able to present the product in a very fancy way. And actually, the rest of the pack is also quite nice. We see that it has this sort of sliding effect, which is pretty cool. I guess it's going to be easy to recycle as well, because there's no glue here. There's one part of cardboard and one part of plastic. So that's going to be easy for our consumers as well. Here on the right hand side, we have the product presentation, a bit of how to use it, and on the left hand side, we can inspect the product a bit, which I think for innovation, this is pretty nice. So it's an unusual shape, you have to admit, and we're going to be able to look at it and see how it is made and just make a good decision here. Also, on the side of the product, you'll notice that there's a bit of an extra space. So we believe they can fit an extra unit here in each one of these sub boxes, probably for the promotional version of 4 units, plus, in this case 8 units plus 2. Also, you'll notice that there are 2 sub packs in order to divide the consumption of the product. On the back of the pack, we have some instructions on how to fill this new wrap, and here some ideas for consumption. So we have the classic meal, but also on-the-go consumption, and surprisingly enough, breakfast. Maybe one aspect that we think they could have done a tiny bit better was the vegan logo. It's here on the top, a bit hidden, and if we look at the classic product, it was here on the front, very visible. And we believe this is a very powerful sales message, and it could be a bit better displayed on this one. Finally, we're going to have a look at the price strategy for this new product. And in this case, as we saw with Ferrero last week, we have a clear bet on the premium segment. And the fact is, the classic wrap is retailed at around 26 cents per unit, so that would be sort of the basic version of the product. We have the bowl-shaped wraps at 29 cents per unit, and the cone-shaped wrap at 38 cents per unit. So we notice that there's quite a price increase with this new innovation, but we believe that the added value for the consumers is enough to sustain the pricing increase of the product. Thank you for listening. See you next week.